What's up, everybody? Rothstein here, Betting Public Sports Show. I'm your beloved host, Fame Rothstein, a.k.a. Michael Snackson, a.k.a. Bay O Wolf, a.k.a. Malcolm Excellence, a.k.a. Hacksaw Jim Thuggin. Today is today's Tuesday, May 14th, 2024. Please like, subscribe to the video. Like and subscribe to the channel. Share the content. But leave comments, especially on this video, because I definitely want your opinion on this one. As I sit here smoking a gas station, that boy, he put blood in my mouth with that bullshit. Said that to me. It was one of y'all in one of these comments on one of these videos I did. Said I was smoking a gas station cigar. Boy, he put blood in my mouth with that. I'm gonna get you, boy. Watch, I'm gonna get you. But anyway, I want to ask you a question. Been percolating on social media for a little while now. I mean, years. It's not nothing recent. Actually, this is a video I should have done probably a year ago. But this weekend, I just had a surge of creativity. Said, let me do a few videos here this week. I got more coming out later this week, so make sure you're around. But I want to know what do you think is the better TV series? The Wire or The Sopranos? The Sopranos debuted in 1999, came off the heels of, a bunch of 90s mafia movies, the Italian mafia movies, Casino, Goodfellas, Donnie Brasco, what was that? Armand Asante, Gotti, Witness to the Mob, movies like that, especially, and then you had the real life situation where Sammy the Bull Gravano, became informant, and after making like 18 or 19 murders, he only did 5 years in jail because he helped take down John Gotti. And so The Sopranos was a kind of went into the I guess the more personal, not personal life, but yeah, just to the personal life of a mob boss, Tony Soprano, in New Jersey. That pygmy thing in New Jersey. There's a lot of channels that talk about The Sopranos. My favorite, I don't know the woman. My favorite too, I don't know either of these people. Is a guy named Borko. Borko. I don't like I said, he does a lot of Sopranos videos and things like that. And he's real good. I like him. And then there's a woman, I forget her name, but her channel is Sopranos Blueprint. I like her narrating style. She has the perfect voice and tone of narrating for what she's talking about the Sopranos. There's some other ones, Scene Ranter. There's a bunch of people, but those are the two that I particularly like, that I particularly watch. Shout out to them. Go subscribe to them as well if you want to know more about The Sopranos if you're not familiar with it. But yeah, The Sopranos kind of delves into the personal of a mob boss, Tony Soprano in New Jersey, and he's trying to, he's in therapy, not that, well, I don't want to call him that, but, just for, stress in life and whatnot, and being a mob boss, and, how it affects, and the show talks about, it's got plenty of killings and violence on it and shit like that, mob shit, but, it's also, about his family, how, what he's doing, how it affects his family, his wife, his kids, almost goes through a divorce, jail and other bosses and whatnot. And it also kind of um, interpolates some of the known mob stories into it. Like, what's his name? When John Gotti and Sammy the Bull orchestrated the murder of Paul Castellano uh, in the middle of the day in New York City in front of a restaurant. There's a scene in the Sopranos, I forget which season it is, where they kind of, redid that scene, for a mob boss on the show. Had him killed. It was, things like that. Pardon me, folks. But and then The Wire is a show that came out in 2000. Like, its first season was like debuted like a year after the Sopranos series, both on HBO. And The Wire is about just basically that the happenings of the city of Baltimore. Baltimore, Maryland, just between the happenings in that city and how each of those people, each of the schools, the dock workers, the stevedores, the police, politics, and the drug lords, and in the communities that the drug lords are operated in, how they all are basically connected on some way, some level. The media, they're all connected on some level, not to do dirt, but how they, one, how one thing affects the other, and that whole, thing right there. And really, both of them brilliantly written. Like I said, they're both about East Coast cities. Really, the biggest difference between the two, honestly, the Sopranos doesn't get like deep into the media, but like there is a scene where one of the mobsters is kind of upset he wasn't mentioned in the media. But the biggest difference between the two, honestly, this is just off the top of the head, The Sopranos has married women in it. The Sopranos has married women. The Wire doesn't really have a lot of married women. You know what I'm saying? They both have very antagonistic mothers in the in their series. Tony's mother, Livia Soprano, on The Sopranos, and then Naaman's mom on The Wire, Delonda. Like I said, there's sex scenes, there's violent scenes in both, drug dealing and drug use in both. But if you ask me, the better series was The Wire. And I'll tell you why. Because The Wire, the main character, I'll tell you that, okay, The Sopranos, the main character is Tony Soprano. Okay? The mob boss, he's not even the mob boss when it starts. He's a capo. Or he might be a, what do you call it, consigliere. Yeah, he might be that for, what's his name? Richie Aprile Sr. No, not Richie Aprile. Jackie Aprile Sr. Richie was his brother. He might even be a capo for him. And then Tony, through a few circumstances, he becomes the boss of the family, the Sopranos family, or actually it was called the Mio family. But anyway, he becomes the boss of it. And what he does is, like I said, the story is, and the whole show is just about him. How everybody reacts to him. Everything is about him. Everything, every situation is somehow, or how it affects him. Wire, on the other hand, the main character, it's not McNulty, not Presbo, Presbolewski, none of those guys. As the show writer said and creator, the main character is the city of Baltimore. The city of Baltimore, Maryland. And, how like I said, all those different institutions, the police, the drug lords, the media, the school system, everything. You know, that The Wire can happen in any major American city. That could be in any major American city. I'm telling you. Just from everything, how everybody there's a certain interaction between every institution in your city, and they all play on each other. So if you ask me, The Wire, but like if The Wire's a 10, The Sopranos is a 9-7. I'm telling you, The Sopranos is great. I can binge watch both of them anytime. All right, but I'm gonna hop off of here. Make sure you like and subscribe, but leave comments. Let me know what you think. Who's the better? Which is the better show? All right. But until then, everybody, be well. Peace.